Hey YouTube, like a doll's eyes here. I'm going to start right off by saying, yes, I know this has been reviewed a ton of times by a ton of people, and my review is not going to give justice to this piece. But I just got this last week, and this modern Thor is fantastic. In my opinion, and I'm not saying this lightly, because Thor's not one of my all-time favorite characters. I like him. He's one of those characters when he shows up in comics that I read. I like it when he shows up. But I wanted a Thor for my collection. I kind of wanted to, they have all the Avengers and stuff like that. And I wasn't sure which Thor to get. And I actually was thinking about the XM piece, but I didn't want to spend that money. And, of course, the original Grail. Of course, there are things I don't like about the original Grail. I'm not a huge fan that he's looking straight up in the air. So I went ahead and I got this piece. Now, what's funny is I hated this piece when they first showed the preview pictures. I thought it looked like a joke of a piece. I could not believe Sideshow was releasing this. And then I saw the in-hand pictures, and I thought, well, okay, not so bad, but still not the piece for me. Then I started watching the video reviews just recently, actually, because I kind of forgot about that the piece was even out there, and it was my interest in getting a Thor piece again that started having me look around. And I was looking at the XM videos and stuff like that of Thor, and I stumbled on one of these, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, that looks great in motion, like when you can see people looking at the piece and everything. And so I found it for a great price, $100 off of retail, what it originally sold for. So I said, I'll take a chance. And boy, am I happy I did. Let me go back. I am not saying that this is my favorite piece in my collection because it's not. It's Thor. It's not a character I'm absolutely in love with, but I do like. But I'm not saying it's my favorite piece. I am saying this is the best piece in my collection as far as just what Sideshow did here. From the pose to the sculpt to the paint apps, it is just utterly amazing. And I know that the things aren't going to pick up on this video. This hand is going to look too big in this video. I mean, it just is, but in person, it doesn't. It looks perfect. And one of the things that I always like grade pieces on is, does this look good from every angle? Does a piece look good from every angle? And some pieces always have that sweet spot, like looks good from that angle, but not other angles. This Thor looks good from every single angle. It's phenomenal. The hair, the motion of the hair, it's just so dynamic. I cannot speak highly enough of this piece. Sideshow really did a wonderful job. Um, the paint apps that they shine. Again, my camera can't pick this stuff up. But the shine of his armor is just perfect. The lines are painted perfectly. The mixed media, the material is it's done perfectly. You can see his ribs through the material. It's done very well. It comes with a wire in it in the bottom half here, and you can pose it to look like the wind's blowing it up a little bit. Uh, the base, I have no problem with the base, and I have no problem with the fix. I actually like it. I like that it looks like it's cracked. It actually, I don't know if Sideshow fixed these pieces a little better as far as the bases go. I've seen some people before they got the fix that it would topple over. Mine won't topple over. I'd have to give it kind of a push to maybe get it to topple over. So I don't see that problem with this piece as far as, I didn't need the extra piece in there. So I wonder if Sideshow balanced it out a little better besides giving it this extra piece. Regardless, I like the extra piece. Mine could sit perfectly, and I'd still use this extra piece because I like the crack. I like the way it looks. Boots done well. The legs, again, the armor done so well. The fact that he just looks great from every angle. Now I know he's not ever going to be posed like this, but it looks great. It's again, the hands on video look maybe a little too big, a little too long, but they don't in person. They look just fine. Great angle. He just looks good no matter how you look at him. I had an issue with the face sculpt in the pictures. In person, It's perfect. I would not change a single thing about it. The paint apps on the helmet. There's a blue gloss, blue highlights there somehow that they did it, and it just shines and it looks great. The his discs here on his uniform look great. If I was to say anything, and I guess it's comic accurate, is there's no disc here, and I know some people complain, but it's comic accurate. It kind of looks a little, well, it doesn't look bad as long as you kind of wrinkle it up so it doesn't look like just a big dot on his clothes. But if I was going to complain about one thing, maybe that'd be it. I'd maybe prefer it was all black. I don't know, but that's a small complaint. The hair, I love how the hair is sculpted. It's flowing in the wind. The hand, I have no problem with the hand. Again, I think there you can kind of tell it's not too big for the piece. It's just because he's got it so far out there and so in your face from some angles, it just looks like a big, huge hand. And again, the hammer done so well. Thor's hammer. I can't say what Mimnyam or Manual. I have trouble saying that. But anyway, looks great. It's got detail, cracks in it. The cape, in my opinion, it's the best cape they've done so far as sculpted capes go. Batman cape, good. Superman cape, good. This one, they perfected it. And you can just see like the stitching and everything in here, and just the layers to it, and it's absolutely perfect. And I am so happy with this piece. I mean, it's just a very impressive piece. And muscle details on it and everything else. I mean, it just looks great. I have no complaints at all. This is a 10 out of 10 piece. I try not to give that rating out too much. This is 10 out of 10. Easy. I know it's still got its haters, and I understand. I was one of them. And like I said, I watched the videos, and I started to really like it, and I decided to take a chance on it. And I absolutely love this piece. And so happy to have it in my collection. I'm glad I took a chance on it. And I'm glad I saw the videos. Again, thanks to people like Rad Titan and Statue Hunter and Vic. They reviewed these pieces and sold me on them and talked about how great it was and everything. And so I decided to give it a chance, and so happy I did. This is, like I said, it's not my favorite piece, because favorite piece is going to go to a character that I love, like Hulk or Indiana Jones or something like that. I mean, a good sculpted piece of one of those is just going to be one of my favorites. But boy, oh boy, this is, in my opinion, the most impressive looking statue in my collection, as far as just the sculpt, paint, coloring, the pose, everything about it is perfect. Very dynamic, very nice. 10 out of 10, like I said, guys. Very happy with this. If anybody out there is even remotely considering getting this piece, get it now, man. You can still get it for good prices on eBay. I think someday, man, it's going to be hard to find. I think that it'll, everybody that wants one will have one, so it'll go up in price. And I would get it now if you're on the fence. I'm glad I did. No regrets whatsoever. Great piece. All right, talk to you later.